What's happening, everybody? I'm Todd Tanner. This is Wrestling News Now. I found an article in WrestleZone entitled, Booker T hopes big things will happen for Athena in AEW. Sees it benefiting Jade Cargill. So let's get right down to it. Quote, Booker T highly believes Athena is a beneficial acquisition for All Elite Wrestling. Recently on the Hall of Fame podcast, WWE Hall of Famer Booker T shared his thoughts on the AEW signing of one of his former students of the reality of wrestling. Athena arrived at Double or Nothing, now assuming a feud with TBS champion Jade Cargill. Booker T has high hopes for, quote, the fallen goddess, close quote, in All Elite Wrestling. Quote, I want to congratulate her for hitting the spot, man, on the AEW roster, and hopefully big things will happen moving forward in the future, close quote. Moreover, Booker T noted Athena's experience as a benefit to a less experienced talent like Cargill, and as co-host Brad Gilmore pointed out, could help quell some of the feedback about AEW's women's roster depth. Quote, well, definitely, to be able to have them in some form, just working towards getting to that place. We're going to get it to, because like, say, Jade Cargill, she's still a work in progress, and I don't think we want to rush anyone too soon. But just having someone like Athena around there for her to actually bounce off of and perhaps learn from, she definitely would be beneficial, close quote. And in a related story, check this out. Stokely Hathaway and Athena signed with All Elite Wrestling, appear at AEW Double or Nothing. Athena recently spoke about leaving WWE and how she knew her release was coming. She told Chris Van Vliet that she turned down a new contract offer and what went into the decision. Quote, so I knew that I wasn't going to resign, so I knew that my release was coming. Quote, Athena explained, quote, my contract was up in April and they offered me a ton of money to stay at one time. It was 5 times what I was making at that time. This was life-changing. Sometimes money can't buy you happiness, and I know that sounds stupid to some people. I couldn't believe what they were offering me. I was so unhappy. But some things you don't do for money. You do for love. And this wasn't fun for me. It was like a job, like a 9-to-5 job. For what we do every day, we risk our lives. And no day is the same. So why do we feel this way? Close quote. So you can read more about her final days in WWE and why she's unhappy. Pardon me. You can read more about Athena's final days in WWE and why she's happy to now create without a filter. So check out the link. Go to Facebook and Twitter. The categories would be Wrestling News, tag AEW, Athena, Booker T. For Wrestling News Now, I'm Todd Tanner.